And we are off. So as I mentioned, 57 seconds of vault. You cannot lose time here. So I guess it's the perfect time to talk about the main form of movement in this game, which is known as ABH, or accelerated back hopping. You're going to be seeing a lot of that throughout the run. It's Valve's attempt to patch bunny hopping. Basically, if you go too fast, the game's like, oh no, here, have some negative speed. But negative speed translates to backward speed, not just losing velocity as an absolute value. So instead, you just get a bunch of negative speed. So if you jump backwards, they're going to be like, you're going too fast. Here's more negative speed. So you're going to see that just a couple times in this first map, but there are some times when it gets even crazier. There's also a couple of variants like accelerated side hopping and accelerated forward hopping, which I'll explain when we get there. Well, it looks like Msushi is going to be going for maybe? I guess not. We're seeing no 00 button save glitch, but we're probably going to see it from both players in 01. Msushi going for cube throw and getting it. Remil being a little bit more cautious, taking his time. Coming up is the trick called button save glitch, where you use the remote to save load, and I believe you lower your FPS to have the remote push you off the button, and the button gets stuck down. It saves about 13 seconds here. And Msushi gets it, allowing him to just go right to the door without having to wait an entire cycle for the cube. Remil does not get it, and has to wait the 13 seconds for the portals to shift, to grab the cube, put it back on the button, and go back through the door.
You're doing very well.
We now see Msushi starting 0203, which is the first use of the save glitch, which is probably the most notorious glitch in this entire game, other than maybe ABH. Basically, the short version is, if you get stuck on the edge of a portal and you save load, then the game separates your camera from your body. Your body is where you shoot portals from, the camera is where you see. So, the game will think that your body goes through the portal, but your camera doesn't move. So Msushi's actually shooting his portal whenever he shoots the next portal from the bottom, from where that orange portal will take him. It's a little complicated, but he used it to skip the elevator. We're gonna see Remil go for the same thing, I imagine. Yep, setting up the save glitch. It does get it. This angle is a little precise, then you have to do a really tricky strafe jump through the door. Very easy to fall out of bounds there. Both players managing to get it.
You're doing quite well.
Sushi's setting up the save glitch here. Another trick of the save glitch is that it kind of makes your collision all wonky because the game doesn't know where exactly you are. So it allows Msushi to walk right through that door. Also, shoutouts to both these really cool looking portal guns. I really like the black-green design there. You can see Msushi preserve his save glitch here and is able to walk through that door as well, using the same trick. Now he's just kind of waiting for Glass to stop talking. Remil not too far behind, all things considered.
We will stop enhancing the truth in 3, 2.
Remil's PB, I believe, is a low 12, a 1207 if I'm not mistaken, from when I looked earlier. At least on speedrun.com, don't know if they've gotten a better PB since. But all in all, not too different. Msushi jumps through that portal, makes it pretty quickly to the end of 06. 06 and 07 are two maps that are the same in every category except for out of bounds. There's not a whole lot of difference. There's no glitches or anything except for the ending with ABH and AFH. You can see Msushi setting up for fling there, fling straight to the elevator. Does an AFH, which I'll talk about again in 10. Basically, you just hold S while you're jumping, and the game says, "Oh, you're holding S. You're going backwards. Here's some speed."
Please note that
Msushi going for ABH over goo
Please note that we have added a
and failing, doing the famous ABH into goo. ABH over goo is kind of a swag strat, which saves not that much time, but you ABH over the entirety of 08. Pretty precise. You need some really good ABHs with speed as well as with positioning, which Msushi did not have.
The Enrichment Center regrets to inform you.
I'm not even going for it, getting a little bit caught up there. Not too bad. Msushi flying through 09, the impossible chamber. The game tries to fizzle your portal if it shoots under the door, but it very rarely succeeds in that. Usually, if you get it directly centered into the door, when the door closes, it'll fizzle. Otherwise, the game's like, oh, okay, you're good. You see neither player having an issue with that shot. Here's 10. Let's see if Msushi goes for door launch.
Spectacular.
Does not. Those are AFHs. You can see he's going extremely quickly while still facing forward just by holding S while jumping. Having no trouble there. Using the AFH and the speed to just skip the second fling there, as well as doing a double fling to skip the second fling in this room. And Msushi's going to get the dual portal gun, which is when the save glitches get really crazy. You can see a lot of maps now where you just save glitch right to the end of the map. This 11-12 save glitch Msushi's doing is actually fairly new within the past few weeks since this tournament started. It saves a little bit of time over the old save glitch, which you're going to see remil doing here. Simply due to the fact you don't have to walk at all when you do it. You just get to stay in one place. Now we're going to see another save glitch from Msushi. 3 quick ones if he can get stuck on the portal.
This next test could take a very
Having a little bit of trouble. This portal can be a little wonky with how it decides to let you get stuck. Giving remil some time to catch up. 3 quick ones right to the end though. Definitely not faster than Legacy though. I'm having a bit of trouble at the end of 11-12 there.
Protocol, we can no longer lie to you.
Msushi's sitting at 14. Notorious map for people forgetting it exists because it's so short. But does get to the end. We're going to see the Legacy strat from remil, using the cube, just going right to the door. Pretty easy stuff, although that cube does not always like to be your friend and go to the button or go through the portal. You see Msushi going for a fairly new early 15 save glitch, just the fastest route for this room. Another fairly recent strat.
Thank you for helping us help you help us.
And he does get it first try, although has a little bit of trouble with that portal placement. Does make it to the end though, not too bad. Now we're going to see 16-17 from Msushi. We're going to see Msushi preserve a turret from 16 in order to use it in 17 to skip the entirety of the map. Remil's going for the old save glitch here on 15.
Due to mandatory scheduled maintenance,
Msushi doing a save glitch to the end of 16. Instead of going to the elevator, this takes a little bit more time in 16 to save a ton of time in 17. Turret not behaving quite the way he wants it to.
The Enrichment Center apologizes for the inconvenience and wishes you the best of luck.
Msushi has to shoot under the turret, get it to fall under the elevator while not falling out of bounds.
The Enrichment Center once again reminds you that
Does get the shot under the turret there.
Place where you will be sent at the first sign of
We see remil setting up the save glitch in 16 there, going for turret preserve as well.
The vital apparatus vent will deliver a weighted companion.
Msushi getting first try there, grabbing the turret, not having too bad of a time. And first try button save glitch.
You did it. The weighted companion cube you euthanized your faithful companion cube more quickly.
You see remil going for a safer strat where you put the turret under the elevator instead of portaling it into the elevator. Loses a tiny bit of time, but it is significantly more consistent for races. Msushi had a pretty clean 17 there, no big mistakes. The turret was being nice to him as well.
The experiment is nearing its conclusion. The enrichment center is
Msushi going for a fairly long save glitch over here on 18. Fails it the first time though. Has to go again.
Is required to remind you that you will be baked, and then there will be cake.
Does get it that time. No issues with the ending.
Well done. Be advised that the next test requires exposure to
You see Ren while also having a fairly clean 17.
Attend an enrichment center.
Going for a different save glitch here in 18. There's a lot of different routes to get through this map. All of them are about the same. All these save glitch strats. It's all about preference. But whatever works for you. The Rumble does get it first try. We're going to see Msushi doing what's known as an LAG, or a large angle glitch. Essentially, the game gets a little bit confused when you go through slanted portals. So the game kind of shoves him, I believe it shoves him up to the ceiling, and the game doesn't know where to put him, so it's like a wrong warp. He's going to do another one right here to get directly to the end of 19. First try, that trick is known as double lag, doing the 2 lags in a row. And we're going to see the legacy EOO from Msushi. There is a new save glitch, but it is very difficult, probably the most difficult save glitch in the run. We're seeing Brahma going for this double lag as well. Setting it up, going for a lineup. Msushi making it to the end of EOO. Brahma getting stuck out of bounds, not quite lining up right. This trick is very precise and requires you to be perfect with your positioning, with your angle, with your portal placement. Now we're seeing Msushi setting up for EO1 save glitch. One of the hardest save glitches in the game as well. Doesn't find that last shot, but it's okay because he's able to just portal over to the end. Or portal the wrong way.
You're not a good person. You know that.
He has to reload that save there, looks like. Maybe Rumble a little bit more time to catch up. Rumble right at the end of EOO. You get in trouble with the last shot, but does get it this time into the loading zone. We're going to see some acute angle glitches from Msushi. It's like large angle glitch, but with an acute angle. First try on that one, except he falls out of bounds, or falls through the floor. Has to go again. It does get it the second time. Just doing another one here to get to the end, using that turret to shoot the cores off of GLaDOS. Pretty famous trick here where GLaDOS has the set HP. We're supposed to do 1 damage to her at a time using the rocket. However, with the turret, you can do all 4 you need pretty quickly. So she's setting up for an edge glitch to dump all the cores into the incinerator. And does get it 11:52, a sub 12 from Msushi. We're seeing Gremel finishing up his run here too.
And we'll just call it a day. I guess we both know that isn't going to happen. You chose this path. Now I have a surprise.
Setting up for this trick is known as core fall skip. Does get all 3 cores in. That is a 12:32 from Remil. About exactly 40 seconds behind Msushi. See if any runners have stuff they want to practice. Msushi's just watching the ending of the game here. GLaDOS pulling him back in for another race. Might have won game 1, but there's always a game 2. Looks like Msushi lost a whole lot of time to his EO1 comparing against his average. It's actually really funny. He lost about 21 seconds. Yeah, the trigger for Msushi's EO1 disappeared. It was very unfortunate. Let's see if they're ready for round 2. Yep. Counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Except not quite because stream delay, but something like that. Msushi, all in all, had a fairly solid run, not a whole lot of major mistakes. A bit of sloppiness in 13, but otherwise, that EO1 was the big choke. And then next race. Seeing Msushi a little bit ahead. Obviously, this run is time using in-game time, so the RTA doesn't really matter. If you have longer loads, you can still win. And we're back to the most exciting vault I've ever seen, giving me absolutely nothing to commentate on. Thank you to Msushi and Remil. There you go, thank you for moving a little bit. We can watch that timer slowly count down over the portal. It's pretty exciting right here. There's a reason that a lot of runners choose to use the vault save to skip the vault.
Before we start, however, keep in mind that although fun and learning are the primary goals of all enrichment center activities, serious injuries may occur. For your own safety,
I'll just give us a rundown really quick. Serious injuries may occur, that is for sure, like ABHing right into the goo. I'd call that a serious injury.
The portal will open in 3, 2, 1.
And both players setting up. Msushi in the lead here. A little bit of slop on that ABH there. Losing that lead instantly. But does get a cube throw.
Please proceed into the chamber lock.
It's a close race coming right out the gates.
First, however, note the incandescent particle field across the exit. This aperture-sized material emancipation.
We did see Ramo missing BSG in 01 last run, so let's see if he can get it this time.
For instance, the aperture-sized
This is a pretty big time save right at the start of the run. One of the things you would definitely reset over if you're going for actual PP attempts. But this is a race. Does not get it again. Very unfortunate. Has to wait for the cube one more time. Just get the aperture science weighted cube. Weighted storage cube. Msushi is back to waiting in O2 for that door to open. Let's switch the audio back over. Msushi is in fact ahead.
Aperture science material emancipation grill, which may, in semi-rare cases, emancipate dental fillings, crowns, tooth enamel, and teeth.
Msushi use quick KBHs shooting the floor there. Looking like a well-oiled machine, knowing exactly what he's doing. Not stopping for any lineup. And 3 quick ones with those Pika portals. Not getting portal boost at all, that can definitely screw up your portal boost timing. Your Pika portal timing, I mean. Romo taking a bit more time to do a lineup there for the save glitch for the salt in the elevator.
You're doing quite well.
Msushi getting a save glitch, having no trouble. You have to shoot that portal there in the hallway, otherwise you could fall out of bounds. Very unfortunate. This is an inbounds run that is not allowed. I'm seeing Msushi having a lot of movement trouble here, running into walls all over the place. Does not get the radio on the camera, loses 3 clout right there.
Was an outright fabrication. Good job.
Very unfortunate.
Enhancing the truth in 3, 2.
Team Msushi having no trouble again with 6. Fairly straightforward stuff right here. It doesn't get very interesting until we get the dual portal gun with those save glitches. First part of the run, fairly straightforward. I expect a player like Msushi to not lose a whole lot of time in anything.
Warning devices are required on
Expert fling there.
However, alarms and flashing hazard lights have
Expect the same thing from Remil.
the high energy
Just a quick one.
have therefore been disabled for your safety.
Go right into the elevator. See them kind of lining up before the elevator doors even open. Wasn't a great lineup, but point wood still stands. No problem there. Although I'm seriously failing 08 there a little bit. I didn't see what happened. Did just not jump out of the portal. Either way, not a great showing from him, but does get through the end.
Very impressive. Please note that any appearance of danger is merely a device to enhance your testing experience.
Remil without having the same issue. Gets right to the end.
Enrichment Center regrets to inform you that this next test is impossible. Make no attempt.
Clean 09 from Msushi. Just some good movement right to the end there. Remil taking the time to line up, not wanting to mess up at all.
Hello again. To reiterate.
And let's see a door launch. Come on. Hit him with it.
Spectacular.
Not quite a door launch from Msushi there. Doesn't lose any time though. Just doesn't gain the clout you would gain from a door launch. Oh, Remil's so close to getting that door launch instead of losing time because he has to go all the way back down, wait for that look trigger. Very unfortunate. That was quite close. That would have been cool. There's only been a handful of door launches in this event. I think it was Good to Go who kept loading a save until he got door launch during a run. Took him about 2 minutes. Just not a very consistent trick. We see Remil going for the old 11-12 save glitch again. By 11-12 save glitch, I mean 11 save glitch where you completely skip chamber 12. Because who needs that map? Msushi again having trouble getting stuck in 13. Very awkward, but does get it at that time. Remil doesn't even go for the 13 save glitch. A really short save glitch, but it's one of those things that doesn't save a whole lot of time, and if you miss it, then you just lost time. If you're comfortable with the cube, there's no reason not to do that. Looks like he's quite comfortable with the cube. I'm usually quite comfortable with 14 as well, getting that fling again. Actually, he missed it the first time, getting that fling into the first time.
No further compliance information is required or will.
We're going to see the early save glitch again. So you'll notice the early save glitch just kind of gets you right to this spot right here pretty quickly, and then it's fairly straightforward, similar to the old one, with the different ending here. If you watch, compared to what Remil's going to do with the other 15 save glitch, you'll see he gets that same spot right over here past the Fizzler. Again, this part's pretty similar. Going into that room there. But then instead you have to shoot over here down this corridor. Two pretty similar strats to achieve the same goal. One of them a little faster than the other one though. And that's speedrunning. Msushi finding that portal shot, bumping the elevator to get it to start going. And does miss his stop there. The train left without him. And the train sent him out of bounds that time. Msushi having a lot of trouble with 16. One of the harder maps in the game for sure. This turret does not always like to work. If Remil gets a quick 16-17, that could give him a little bit of a chance to catch up. Although it is important to note Msushi is ahead in in-game time as well. Msushi going for button save glitch. I believe this is the frame/tick perfect trick.
Good luck.
He's having a bit of trouble here, a lot of trouble here, but does get it finally.
For the rest of the test, and unfortunately, must
And then the turret's having none of this. Finally does fall into the incinerator.
More quickly than any test subject on record. Congratulations.
Remil getting a little bit of a fling there, but not falling out of bounds, which is always good. Going right to the end, no BSG shenanigans. Right into the incinerator with that turret.
The enrichment center.
You'll see if Msushi fails the save glitch again, as he did last time. He does not. It looks like it's on the same spot. No issue with the ending. Finds that shot, gets right to the end, activates that GLaDOS dialogue, so you can wait for the elevator now. We do see Remil going for this different strat again.
For more information, please attend an enrichment center.
Definitely a cool map to see all the different things you can do. Although, feeling missing a shot is definitely one of the things you can do that you do not want to see. Does get it this time though. Save loads to remove save glitch, gets right to the end here. Msushi is setting up for blocking this monster, the first lag. Not able to get onto that 19 sign. Probably the easiest part of that trick, but not getting it. He does get it this time. Save glitching again to get set up for the second lag. First try again. 19, one of the shortest maps in the game due to this double lag trick. If you get it first try both times, it's very short. No elevator or anything at the end, so pretty quick. Msushi finding his lineups here, having a bit of time with getting these shots. Not too bad. And makes it right to the end of EO0, going into EO1. Let's see if he has the same mistake in, or same issue in EO1 as he did last time. Hopefully not. Not like to see that happen.
You're not a good person.
So it's up for the save glitch here.
You know that, right? Good people don't end up here. Can you hear me?
Looks like he's finding his shots. Does not get that last shot, but it does get the load trigger this time. No issue there. See him get these AAGs. Didn't have a whole lot of trouble last time. And doesn't this time either. Does get door trolled though. If you go too quickly, I believe, then that door will open. And you can't shoot a portal on it. Now Msushi's having trouble here. Although Remil's also having trouble with this save glitch. Actually having a lot of trouble with the save glitch here. Could have been the chance to catch up. Did not quite be able to take advantage of that chance. Finding these shots.
Well, you found me.
He gets to the end finally.
Was it worth?
Msushi's turret falling over there. Having to try again.
Well, you found me. Congratulations.
This time it does manage to shoot GLaDOS. It does shell the cores off. Looks like it will take a few soft locks from Msushi here in order to lose this race.
I guess we both know that isn't going to happen. You chose this path. Now I have a surprise for you. Deploying surprise.
Msushi finished with an 11:51 last time, I believe. And this time finishing with an 11:54. A quick 2-0 from Msushi. Not too bad. 2 sub-12 is what you want to see from the world record runner. So congratulations to Msushi. Let's see if he's going to hop in here for a quick interview. Remil with a 12:36. Both winners just a few seconds off of their times in the last run. Looks like we have the two runners in the call. They will join the live call. Hello.
Hi.
So I'm Msushi. What happened to EO1 that first race?
Well, there's a change level trigger at the end of each map. And you know when you go to McDonald's and the ice cream machine breaks? So the change level machine broke, so I had to start from the beginning.
Very unfortunate. You're having a little bit of trouble, Remil, with the BSG there.
Oh yeah.
One.
I don't know, like today I just haven't been able to get it. It's like, it just broke today. Like also before we did the race, like, I don't know, I really don't like that trick. Sometimes it just breaks for me. Sometimes it just doesn't work.
It's definitely a very tricky trick. Well, it's very consistent times between the two races, only a couple seconds off.
Yeah.
So overall, how did you feel about your 2 runs?
I feel like I feel pretty good. Like, I am happy with anything sub 13, I think. So it's all right. I have something really. I don't know if you noticed what happened in the first race on my. So I screwed up 11-12, and in the end, this has never happened to me before. When I wanted to go through the, like I do the old save glitch, right? Not the list, not the blind one and stuff.
Yeah.
In the end, when I shot the last portal on the wall to go through to the end, I shot the portal, but then still got behind my save glitch portal. So I was in the final, like in the elevator basically, but save glitched.
Yeah, I saw that. That was a little weird there.
Really weird.
That happened.
I've never seen that before.
Msushi, how do you feel about your 2 runs?
Well,
Casually sub 12 every time.
there are a lot of mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a lot of failed save glitches.
A couple,
But,
yeah.
you know, I guess
Good.
my goal for the group stage is to sub 12 every match, and I'd like to make it more than under 10 seconds every time, but it's whatever. It's the
Sub 12
goal.
was still pretty good. You had a bit of trouble with 13 both times, I saw. Not getting stuck.
Yeah. That's just how it is.
That's just how it is. This game can like troll you sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Also a lot of trouble with AG, the second race.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay,
That did
no
not
trouble
happen.
with AG. Got it. So thank you guys for tuning in. Let's see what else is happening on Speed Gaming. Speed Gaming is an awesome organization with a lot of races all the time. We can see we
Link
have
to the past randomizer is wrapping up on the main channel.
it is
Messenger is going on the second channel. Cuphead's wrapping up on the third channel. Donkey Kong Country is about to start on the third channel. Portal is happening again in an hour and a half on the second channel.
Cuphead happening on the third channel. DKC, a lot of stuff going on all day, every day.
Basically, the speed.org/schedule.
Yep. Also, no bias, but next week a one-shot tournament is going to be starting. Check that out. Definitely part of that. It'll be exciting. But yeah, thank you to both runners. Good games.
Good games.
And everyone, have a good Monday.